folks, guess what I'm going to do on my channel today? What? Shout out, what, unbox a vacuum? Yes, another vacuum cleaner. And a vintage-ish Bosch. Regular viewers and people who have checked my back catalogue will remember me unboxing a Bosch Perfecta quite a while ago, and you've never seen it since. I've still got it. Anyway, this was on eBay as a buy it now, pretty reasonable price. I think it was £47 including delivery for a Bosch, German-made Bosch vacuum that hasn't been used. So I thought, okay, I'll go for it, even though it's very similar to one I've got. But there are two differences that I've noticed on this. I knew it had a higher wattage than the green, the sort of metallic green Perfecta I unboxed, but it's also got an extra feature which is quite nice. Right, let's take out the machine. It is definitely, this is how it would have been packed at the factory, a bit oddly packed. Whoops, oh dear. Oh, well, that solved that. I thought I was going to have to cut that. Okay, right, let's put it to one side. And the tools. I have had a quick preview of this. Now, this arrived when I was doing a live stream, if you may remember, some of you. So I've had a quick preview, so it is all here, surprisingly. Right, here are the tools. Let's have a look at them. I think the seller might have checked everything was here too, because that seal was broken. But it's been in storage somewhere, and it might have a little bit of dust on it. So yes, bit of dust, needs a bit of a wipe. So here's the 360 degree swivel hose. It's got a bit of a seal on it, a little black rim. There's a button, a white button to press to release it from the machine. So it swivels that way in the cleaner, but also the hose swivels too, to prevent it becoming tangled. And of course it swivels at the handle end. Very long, curved handle. Nice bit of dimpling. You see that on current Bosch vacuums. The last Bosch vacuum I looked at, a bagless one, had a bit of that dimpling on some parts of it. So no suction control actually on the hand grip on this one, but it has got electronic control. Like a Miele and a Sebo, you've got this metal strip that discharges any static that might build up. But actually looking at that strip, could do with a bit of metal polish on because it should be shiny. It's gone a bit, it's not corroded, but it's dull. It's gone a bit dull. Excuse me, I'm going to have to clear my throat. Oh, that's a little bit better. Oh, perhaps it's handling this dusty vacuum. Right, here is a quite heavy and in need of a polish metal extension wand. I think there is some signs of light rusting inside, but the outside is fine. That will polish up nicely with some metal polish. So that's that. And then this Bosch Silence Duo head that's sealed up. So basically everything so far is the same as the previous Bosch Perfecta, as far as I remember. So it's quite a nice looking head there, isn't it? Two big wheels at the back, articulates, that bit moves. And you get movement here and of course there. And on the underside, plastic base plate, you've got four further small wheels, 2 litter pickers, 2 soft squeegees at the back. There's your deep suction channel, and you've got edge to edge cleaning on this one. You can see those grooves. I can't work out there. Still haven't got the hang of this camera. Trying to get it centralised. Oh, well, you know, there, that thing. There. So it goes up to the edge. Oh, I think there's a date wheel. Let's have a look. Date wheel on this. I think this is from the 90s. One arrow is pointing to 7, which is July. And the other, oh, it's very hard to see, 96. So this was made in July 1996, this nozzle. One spare paper bag. I think the bags you get now are a fleecy material. And when I do a demo, either of this one or the green one, whichever one I decide, probably will do it on this one, due to the extra feature this one's got. I won't use the original bags, I'll get a new pack. Instructions in many different languages. I think the language starts in German. I think that's Staubsauger. I think it's German for vacuum cleaner, and is that Boden, Staubsauger? I think that's German for a cylinder or canister vacuum cleaner, because an upright one is a different word. They don't really have many uprights in Germany. For example, Miele, they offer 3 upright cleaners in the UK, but only 1 in Germany, so they're not as popular. Here's a warranty. Warranty details for Bosch. Cornhill insurance. This is where you'd have to pay extra if you want to extend your warranty. So at the time, now this has got March 96 on it. It says the insurance terms are valid from the 1st of December 94 to the 31st of March 96. So if you wanted to extend the warranty to level 3 for a washing machine, that will cost $49.50. What is level 3? Ah, here we are, level 3. 4-year parts and labour. So that seems very reasonable, but obviously that was several years ago. For a vacuum cleaner, to guarantee it for 5 years, it's £32. I never ever extended my warranties on anything I bought. Here's a vacuum cleaner dust bag order form. So we've got dust bags for all different models: Optima, Starlight, Alpha, Maxima, Activa, Perfecta / Compacta. Various prices. Oh, you could even buy 10 packs. I don't know how many people would buy 10 packs of bags at the same time for $82.49 for one of the vacuums. Right, that's everything then, apart from the vacuum itself. Let's have a look. Oh, it is quite heavy. I was surprised. I carried this upstairs to get it out of the way and thought, that seems very heavy. And then I kind of wished, wonder if it's a powerhead vacuum. But no, sadly not. You can actually get, well, like you probably can't now, but there is a power takeoff socket. Just seeing if I have to cut into this. Do you know, I think I have to. It's completely sealed up, which is a good thing, which means the motor shouldn't have got any rust on it. Just double check it. Yeah, I do. I have to cut it. I have to cut it. I cut it at this end. This is packaged just the same as the other one, with a silly way they've put the plug. It seems odd that they've done it like this, but anyway, this is. Oh, it is blue. Oh, and it is metallic. It's a metallic fleck blue. Navy blue. Yes, it does look very 1990s. Oh, listen. Did you hear that little bit of a... Might benefit from a little bit of lubrication. Right. Now, let's loosen this. Ooh, sounds a bit rough. They've jammed the plug into the end here. I had trouble getting it out with the last time. I don't know how I did it actually. It's an MK. Oh, there we go. It's an MK plug. Let's keep that. One of the classic MK safety plugs. They were, in my opinion, the Rolls Royce of 3-pin plugs back in the day. MK as a brand were the sort of the best choice for your home electrics, your sockets and your light switches. Got that little doobry on there. You can move it, you can undo that screw, but that just stops the plug from banging into the machine. When you use auto cord rewind, I always hold the end of the plug, as it states in many instruction books. Hold the end of the plug while pressing cord rewind and then just guide it in at the end. Otherwise you can just cause damage. It's got your plug wiring on that. So yeah, and there's a little thingy about wiring a plug. Instructions for connecting mains lead to plug. Now, was this made? Because fitted plugs, the legislation did come into the 90s. Can't recall when it was. But this might have been pre-legislation and Bosch decided to fit one. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's just the same as the, I think it's an 80 Bosch Perfecta. It could be an 83 or an 82. It's on my channel anyway. You got your parking slots at the back. Your store, well, yeah, it is parking, not storage. Your parking. Just pop the so that parks neatly there. Look, lovely jubbly. And I think, if I'm correct, I think this one actually goes into standby when you do that. There was a little green light on this machine which I wasn't sure what it was for on the other one, and I discovered it is to do with the parking system. That lights up when you put the machine into park. Daisy was at the door, she's joined us. She's a little bit off her food today, aren't you? She gets grumbly tummy from time to time. Now, as beautiful as you are, my lovely Daisy, people have tuned in to see the vacuum, not the lovely dog. Mwah! But you're both from Germany, aren't you? You're both German. You can just sit in the background and look pretty while we have a look at this Bosch Perfecta. So, yes, it's all as it would have been from the factory in this very lovely metallic navy fleck. So under this flap we have the cleaning tools, and dearie dearie me, a very short stubbly one designed so it would fit inside. And for some reason, is that broken? Oh, is that broken? I'm not sure. Well, if it is, I think it probably is, look. But it's a very clean break if it is. Or, you see, it might be like that. Do you know, I think it should be. Oh, I don't know, because it does fit in. No, I think that's broken, folks. Always something. I don't know. It's very hard to tell. Thing is, there's no bit, unless it's underneath something else. I'm not sure. There's no reason why. No, it just looks wrong. I mean, it's not going to affect the performance. Might be able to get one of those. Here's me thinking it's fine, but I don't think this is the seller's fault. If that is the case, that's how it would have been put in at the factory, the way it was sealed up, isn't it? So, can't blame the seller this time. Well, I'm not going to blame the seller, because it's the same on that. So it must be, this seems odd, I don't know why it's there. There you go, look. That's got the little cutout. It's so it fits in, I expect. Right, well, I'm pleased with that. And here's the, there's no dusting brush as such. That's a bit hard for a dusting brush, but that slides on to the upholstery nozzle. Oh, it doesn't slide actually on this one. It clips on. You don't slide it. That's it. Is it that way? No, it is that way. Just needs a bit of a push. There we go. No, that's not on. Well, it'll go on eventually, I'm sure. Can't get it under there. Well, I'm still a bit throaty. Oh, there we go. Just needed a little bit of force. And then you got your brush attachment. So, was it that way up? I can't remember, folks. I think it might have been that way up. I'm not sure. I'm not going to check back now, as long as the lid closes. And it does. Off you go, Daisy, or she can't get by because of this boxes in the way. Right, sorry about that. I thought she wanted to get by and she didn't. I don't know what I can give you, Daisy. I've nothing for you. Right, how do you get this open? Oh, that's it. Yes, it's that. No. Oh, it is. I'm trying to open that bit. That's right. That's the way to open the top, and then to open the bag compartment. So it's quite a good filtration on this, I think. The bag itself self-seals when you lift it out, as you can see. So it says it's a Type G, Type G, Type D bag. But as I say, I should be able to get, I can get replacements, and I think they are fleecy. But inside the bag compartment you've got this, it says sanitised, this sort of little basket with an extra layer of filtration. So that will certainly keep the bag compartment clean, won't it? You can actually rinse this, clean this in water, and it's supposed to rejuvenate the antibacterial properties of this. So it is washable. Probably not use any detergent on it. It's a little seal around there. And then behind that there's another Premotor filter. Pretty good quality, sort of pleated. I don't know if it says HEPA on this. They weren't really sort of plugging filtration in the 90s so much. I mean, it started coming in, I think. Filtration was mentioned in vacuum cleaners, you know, when they started introducing the clean air. You might say triple air filtration, but it was never really a selling point, not like it is today. I don't think as many people had dust allergies really back in the day. I certainly never had any. And I was brought up with vacuum cleaners that used to pass a lot of dust straight through them back into the room. So that's that. It'll have the little protection there to stop you closing the bag door. Right, there is another, it says 96, the pinwheel, the date wheel, it says 96 on this. So we're talking 96, 97, that sort of period, because 96 could just be when that part was made. It doesn't mean it's the whole vacuum was assembled in 96. Hang on, is that in? There we go. There's another final motor filter as well. They show it in the instructions using a coin to actually push that forward, I think. I think I have to open it up and pull it out. Oh, that's it. So to get the exhaust filter, it's actually, I'm not sure if I needed to have taken that off. The exhaust must have a pretty good filtration actually, this. We've got a sponge and then a final micro san. Can you see that with it's a bit bright? It says micro san on that. That's it, the micro san bit facing up. Oh, hang on, that goes in there. That's it. That bit goes in there, so that's nice, nice little bit of a filter. And which way was it? That way up, I think. Or was it? Have I put that in right, folks? Yes, it was. When I pulled it out, I'm sure it was that side up, I think. That's the way in it goes anyway. Let's pop that grill back in. I don't know why I took that grill off. Not sure if I needed to. I think it faces that way. course, Bosch cleaners now are, I believe all of them now are made in China. But this is definitely German. Here on the underside we have, of course, swivel caster, 2 wheels. This thing, couldn't really work that out in the last video when I unboxed a similar one, but it's got a spring in it for some reason. Yeah, there's something iffy about it. Anyway, I think it's supposed to go right in, but anyway, that is your storage bracket. Bit dusty. I'll give it a polish. Let's have a quick look at the rating plate. There we go. Robert Bosch. I can't read that. It's a maximum 1500 watt. Norm 1200 watt plus 50 watt. That would be for the power head. Made in Germany. And it's a type BS74. I can't read it from here. Ooh, that's a bit... it's a bit scuffed up there. This is definitely factory sealed. Bit of auto glue polish will disguise the scuffing underneath. But anyway, yep, there we go. You can read the rating thingy. See if we can date it. But it, as I said, from about probably 96, 97. Here's my favourite part of a vacuum cleaner, and the more dials, switches and lights it has, the better. This has only got, by the looks of it, 2 lights and 1 slider. It would be fantastic, wouldn't it, if this all illuminated. But that's very 80s. Vacuum cleaners in the 80s, the manufacturers like to use a lot of lights on their machines, and I love them. But this one, very boring. No lights. It looks like they could be lit up, but they don't light up, these. Wouldn't that look fantastic if they did? So you can vary it. That's scraped that along, hasn't it, a bit? You can vary from a minimum 300 watts, 600, 900, 1200, right up to 1500 watts top setting. But what this has that my other Bosch doesn't is an extra setting, Eco-Matic. So basically that works on the same principle as many cleaners I've had. It will adjust the suction according to the airflow, so if you block off the end of the hose it'll lower the suction. I think that's how it works anyway. We'll be seeing that in action in a minute. You've also got your bag check indicator and of course that green light that illuminates when the machine's parked. And this side we've got the auto cord rewind, and this side your foot operated on-off switch. Okay, I've plugged it in, I've pulled out the cord. Cord feels a good quality, though it seems to be coated in something. My fingers seem all greasy now, so I'll have to give that a wipe. Okay, well I think because this is factory fresh, hello Molly. I don't think you'll want to be around, I'm going to turn on the Bosch. I don't want you near it if it blows up. Would you care to move out of shot, please? Go away. Right, come on Molly, shoo, shoo, go on. Let's turn it on then, starting on 300. I'm still apprehensive. Phew, I thought it was broken, but it has a very, very delayed start, and it's a bit of a motory smell, but I don't think it's anything to worry about. Pretty powerful, 1500 watt setting. It's taking a while to completely stop. It stopped. Right, let's see what the Eco-Matic. As I say, I think what will happen if I block the end of the hose when it's in Eco-Matic, the motor will start to slow down. Well, that's how it worked with my Miele and Hoover Sensortronics that had that feature. I think it's got a soft start. I'm going to start it off on 1500 watts and see if it ramps up. So yes, so basically what it does is it senses a restricted airflow, it starts to lower the motor speed. So in theory, if I was to put on the upholstery nozzle, for example, and have a go at my curtains, which we can try because I've got some curtains behind me, in theory it should sense that there's too much power and it'll start to lower the suction. Yes, it does lower the suction, but every time you take the nozzle off the curtains to clean another part, of course, the airflow increases and then it increases the suction. So personally, I probably would use the setting 300 for doing the curtains, the lowest setting. So yeah, that's still slightly powerful. But you can't get any lower than that, obviously, because I can't even reduce the suction anymore because there's no slider control. Right, I've put greasy marks all over this from the hose, if not for the hose, from the cable. So I'll give it a wipe and then we'll have a go with the floor tool, and that will be the end of this unboxing. Okay, to end the video, I'll just have a quick go with this Bosch Perfecta 85 on the carpet. I will be doing a demonstration of actual dust pickup when I get some bags. It probably will be of this model and not, I think it's the 83 I've got, the green one. But they'll basically perform the same, I think, although this might have slightly better performance, being a slightly higher wattage. Okay, let's do it on 1500 and see what it's like. Quite nice to push. You can feel it actually, you know, it's not the easiest to push, but it's not sticking to the carpet like modern vacuum cleaners with lower wattages. But that was on its full power. Let's have a go on the old Eco-Matic setting. On the Eco-Matic setting, it's a lot easier to push because it's reduced the suction level slightly, but it seemed to stay constant. As I was moving the nozzle, the suction didn't seem to be altering all the time. If I'd moved on to a rug or say the doormat, it would have certainly reduced the suction automatically. But there we go! I like it. Bosch Perfecta 85. I can't resist these new in the box older cleaners. It's not vintage, it's not a classic machine, but it's nice all the same. It's nice to have a German manufactured Bosch vacuum. Oh, one thing I haven't tried is the parking. Let's see if it does actually switch itself off when you park the nozzle. Let's turn down the motor. Yes, it does, and the light, it's odd, it looks green. Actually, that is odd, isn't it? It looks green when it's off, but when it's illuminated, it goes to an amber colour. So now, when I lift the extension wand from the parking slot, it should start up again. Yep. There we go. The final thing to do before I end the video, of course, is to rewind the mains cable. There we go. So thanks for watching, folks. See you next time with another vacuum cleaner video. If you have any questions about this Bosch, please ask in the comments section below. Please subscribe, click the bell icon, and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. So until the next time, it's bye for now.